Boom, chickadee chanka, lads and lasses. How's it going, everybody? I think I am live. Yes, I think I am. How's it going, everybody? Sorry, we've had some technical issues here. I've just been trying to get sorted. The go live button disappeared again for a while there, for a time there. But we are live now, I think, having enabled the auto start. How are we all doing today, guys? Thank you very much for joining us. Let me see who we've got in here. So, Kayam, Paul, Professor, Patrick, Bernard, Aaron, G-Wolf. Thank you, guys, everyone, for getting in here and watching the stream and waiting for me patiently to get going. Thank you very much for joining us. So it's a Manchester United news stream. We're going to give you the latest team news, goings on, of course, ahead of the game against Villarreal tomorrow night. Any of the latest news regarding Manchester United, the latest goings on. Do us a favour at the start of the stream, everyone. Smash that thumbs up button on it. Give it a cheeky little like. If you're on catch up later, do get your thoughts and opinions in down below in the comment section and also smash the thumbs up button on it then. So then, thank you everyone for getting in here, by the way. Sorry we're a little bit late. We're here to talk about a few things, but mainly we'll start with the game tomorrow. Man United versus Villarreal, a.k.a. Solskjaer's chance at a bit of redemption here. We're up against, you know, Mr. Dracula himself. Good evening. Unai Emery again, the Yellow Submarine. Can Solskjaer sink the Yellow Submarine after they sunk us on penalties in the Europa League final? Come on, United! We've got to get that revenge, don't we? We do. Revenge is a dish that is best served cold. And hopefully we will serve that very, very cold to Villarreal tomorrow night anyway. So we'll see about that. I mean, they're no mugs. They're a good team. Man United obviously failed to beat them in normal time or extra time in the Europa League final. So bit of revenge here is needed for these Manchester United players. A lot of bad memories there, especially for a player like David De Gea, for instance. Obviously, he's going to have limited chance to impact the game, or maybe not actually, because he's been one of our best players so far this season and has been winning games for us single-handedly, really. He's been a brilliant player so far for us again. So he might actually have a say in what happens. But certainly we want our team to perform a lot better than we did against Aston Villa. That was absolutely gash, wasn't it? What a terrible game of football from the lads. We got to perform 10 times better than that. There was just no sort of team unity going on whatsoever. It seemed like it was just a bunch of individuals out there, not a team, which is a big shame when you've got such a great sort of spirit around the side. So big question marks. We're going to see hopefully a reaction against Villarreal tomorrow. Solskjaer's got to get the win. If Solskjaer bottles this one in any way, the pressure's going to be massive. We, of course, lost the first Champions League game against Young Boys. So there's huge pressure for Solskjaer to get the victory here and just make sure that we do start off our Champions League campaign finally. Because if we've played 2 games and we haven't got at least 3 points from it, then the pressure really does start to mount. And I'm sorry to say, if Solskjaer can't get this squad out of the group of the Champions League this year, the group that we've been given as well, he's probably going to get sacked, or certainly it will be, on the way unless he performs in all other areas of the team. So very important for Solskjaer to get the win against Villarreal. Very important to get us underway in the Champions League points-wise. And also just to get a bit of revenge on those melts. You know what I'm saying? Come on, United. Let's go. So at the start of the stream here, guys, there's a lot of you in here. Hey, Vuti. Hey, Shazad. Patrick O'Neill. Robert Heaslip's in here, says, so dissatisfied with Ollie back in McFred. Me too, brother. Me too. Right, I'm going to get into the sort of team news and some of the murmurs we've got going on for tomorrow. So there are, of course, the big news. Slabby Maguire is out for a few weeks now. He's done his calf in. And he's not going to be featuring for a few weeks, I should say, sorry. Which, depends which way you look at it. I kind of think, well, it's a chance to see what we can do. The other players, partner in Varane. We've seen what Maguire brings to the table this season, partner in Varane, and I would say not very much. I mean, he's decent, he's a good player, but I don't think he's been good this season. I can remember errors from Harry Maguire in every single damn game that we've played this season. The guy's been having a big slabby fridge melt, to be fair. So he needs to sort it out a little bit anyway. Maybe a little break out the side, give somebody else a chance to come in. Victor Dwindloff is probably the man that's going to come in and partner Rafael Varane. You still do have the likes of Eric Bailly and Phil Jones at the football club who might come in, I suppose. But the chances are it's going to be Lindelof and Varane for the next few weeks as our sort of centre-back pairing, which, I'm not crazy about because I don't believe I don't believe Lindelof has that, aerial ability, yada, yada, yada. We've gone over it a million times. His one-on-one defending's okay, but it's not elite level. We need somebody better than Lindelof, in my opinion. He's a great ball-playing defender. And but next to Varane, you might actually see a decent partnership there. Varane is very good in the air. Together, they might form a solid partnership. We'll see. We're going to be without Harry Maguire, so We're going to have to see. Who would you... I'm just going to ask you a question in the live chat, lads and lasses. Out of the players that we have available, obviously Harry Maguire's injured, right? So you've got Varane. Let's just say Varane is the shoo-in starter in this centre-back pairing. Who's your number one choice next to him right now, then? So you can't choose Maguire. Who would you rather see in there next to Varane? Is it Bailly? Or is it Lindelof? Or is it maybe Phil Jones? It ain't Phil Jones, is it? But you know what I mean? Like, get your thoughts in, guys, because I'm just curious to see who you think's better alongside Raphael Varane. Do you think it's Bailly with his sort of brute force and his great defensive abilities? Because he is really good, like clearing the ball away, aerial battles, strength-wise, speed-wise, etc. He's good. Problem is, his knees are made out of paper mache, and he's always bloody injured. But let's see what you guys think. Lindelof's a decent defender, says Batman. Linda flop, please, says Ilir. Hello there, United Forever. Good to see you, bud. Lindelof and Varane, says Shimmy Koreshi. Bye, says Eddie02. Lindelof and Varane, says Batman. Sarge Nater loves a little bit of Lindelof action. Nathan Best, that's an interesting shout. Nath, how you doing, buddy? Says Ted and Mengi. Well, interesting shout, isn't it? I mean, we haven't seemed to really give any opportunities to youngsters in that area. Just loan out a lot of players, pretty much. Just loan out a lot of players this season. Players like Brando as well, you know, like we haven't really, doesn't seem like there's too many youngsters being blooded this season, really. Of course, we've got Mason Greenwood there, but I would have liked to have maybe seen us keep hold of Jimmy Garner, and maybe, like you say, Ted and Mengi would have been sweet as well, mate. So, hey, look, that's an interesting shout. Twanzabian Varane, says Batman Night Fan. Yeah, Twanzabian on loan at Villa. He would have been decent shout for us this season as well, seeing as Maguire's out injured. So I hope we don't regret that one. So it seems like Lindelof is probably the favoured person to start alongside Varane for most people. A few people saying bye. Mamasini, how you going there, Mamasini? Says bye. Yes. Liam Gainford says no excuse for Man United not to get out of this group. 100% if Solskjaer can't get out of this group, he's in hot water, my friends. Right, I'm just going to get into this then. So we've discussed the back line there. Who you think would partner with Raphael Varane, who would be better. This is the predicted lineup that I've just made to show you who I think Solskjaer is going to select tomorrow. As far as I'm aware, I mean, we've looked at the team news, actually. Before I do that, I mean, let me just tell you the players who are going to be in doubt. So Maguire missed training on Tuesday, as did left-back Luke Shaw. So he could feature, though. Solskjaer didn't rule it out. He said Luke has been in on Tuesday, so I'll give him a chance to be involved. Harry is more or less definitely out. It doesn't look good. So apart from that, from the bruised pride from the result, we should be ready to go. So it's just, you know, obviously Rashford and Diallo, they trained away from the main group on Tuesday as they can continue to get back from injury. So that's pretty much our team news, our injury news going into the game. But this is the predicted lineup that I think Solskjaer's going to go with. Just to reiterate, this isn't the lineup that I necessarily want. In fact, it's definitely not the lineup that I want. This is just the lineup that I think Solskjaer's going to go with. So here it is then, lads and lasses. So I think he'll go with this. I mean, we need a strong team out there. Yes, okay, Champions League, chance to rotate a little bit, but not really. I mean, we need to get this game won, absolutely. So we need to go with our strongest looking team right now. So this is sort of what I think he's going to go with, because this is Solskjaer we're talking about. I don't think he's going to mix up the 4-2-3-1 formation, even though I'd like to see him play something else. I think he's going to go with that. And I think he's going to start David in goal. It's going to be Tellez left back. Luke Shaw has got a bit of a knock right now. He might play, but I think he'll probably go with Tellez. Lindelof and Varane there are probably going to be the starting centre-backs with Maguire out. And then at right back, no Aaron Wan-Bissaka, because he's obviously suspended in the Champions League from his red card against Young Boys in the first game of the Champions League group for us. So he's not playing, so it'll probably be Dallo playing at right back. And then the midfield duo, guys, bloody Scott McTominay and Fred. You blatantly know it. Listen, Solskjaer, you know, I love him. He's got a lovely baby face and everything. But my goodness me, what is this man's obsession with McFred in the middle of the park, man? It's disgusting. But I think that's probably what he's going to go with anyway. And Solskjaer did defend them, as we've discussed. As somebody mentioned earlier on, he has defended them and come to the defense of them and basically said that, you know, they've played well. They've played well together at times in certain games. When asked about, you know, Fred and McTominay, why he's got this obsession of playing them together so much. So, I mean, no, I'm just trying to find the actual exact quotes here, but they're just eluding me at this moment in time. But basically, it's along those lines. You know, he's basically defended McTominay and Fred here in the selection have said that sometimes when they play together, they've been brilliant, and other times they haven't been that great, but, you know, they're growing and learning and yada, 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 all the rest of it. I personally look at that combination in midfield and think that that is the problem area for us. That is where we're going to get beaten in games. We're not going to get beaten because we've got a poor defence or a poor attack. We're going to get beaten because the midfield is the engine room of a game of football. It's the most important area of the pitch, really. If you've got somebody there like a metronome, I don't know, like a Scholesy, just ticking things over, that can allow everybody else to do their job brilliantly. And if you've got somebody who can win it back and turn that into attack, that's just absolutely amazing. That gives you so much more. But Fred doesn't give you that. He kind of gives you the ability to win it back. But more often than not, maybe, or maybe not more often than not, but a lot of the time, he will leave you in hot water because he just gives the ball away with a sloppy pass. He doesn't have that vision or that comfort on the ball. I know that's not his game. He's not a pass master. He's not Pirlo. He's Fred. He's a terrier. He's a whippersnapper. He goes around snapping at people's ankles, and that's what he does. But as far as technically gifted, absolutely not good enough for Manchester United. And McTominay next to him, although I like McTominay, and I think that he's a passionate player, and he's still got some development to do, and he's young, and he's the right sort of mentality player for Man United. Is he up to the standard right now for Manchester United's midfield to hold that position, to hold that midfield down alongside Fred? I mean, we all know the answer to that, guys, and it's no. They're not good enough. They're not good enough individually, and they're not good enough as a combo. So you're up shit creek without a paddle then, aren't you, in that situation? We have individually they're not good enough, and as a combination they're not good enough. I mean, let's just have a vote in the live chat, just out of sheer curiosity, guys. Yes or no answer, please. Just one vote from everybody. Do you think McFred is good enough for Manchester United to challenge for things, to challenge for titles? You look at some of the other midfields in the league. You know, Chelsea's midfield, I keep looking at them, and City and all the rest of it, and ours is shite compared. No, lots of no answers coming in. McNo says 10-ton man. Claire Bayliss says no. Joshua Whitfield says no. Neeraj Char says no. Everyone says no. Nobody thinks that McFred is a good enough combination apart from Ole Gunnar Solskjaer, which is very, very concerning and very worrying. Now, he sees what's going on in training. Maybe he thinks, oh, crikey, you know what? The electricity bill is getting pretty high right now, Old Trafford. We can't keep charging up Nemanja Matic like this. You know, so maybe he has to not play this week, you know. But I think that Nemanja Matic is much better, even if he is a Frankenstein's monster of a player. He's much better on the ball, and he also gives you something defensively because he's a big unit, and he's also got a bit of vision about him. I'm not saying he's an absolute Pirlo-esque pass master, but he can see a pass and he can play a pass. He's not just a sidey crab passing footballer, which he does do a lot of the time, and he does it well. He keeps it super simple, Nemanja Matic, and I like that. But also, hey, if there's a pass on, he can get you going as well, which is what I like about Nemanja. So to me, he'll always be a better option at CDM than Fred. And McTominay, as much as I like him and think, yeah, he's a good box-to-box player and he could do a vast number of different roles for us in midfield, and you need squad players. You can't just have like 22 starting 11 world-class players. You need squad players. I think he can be a good squad player for us. But in terms of who's the midfielder that we need right now, I mean, well, I don't know. I mean, we've got Pogba. Pogba is a stunning player. If he can play to the best of his abilities in the centre of the midfield, if he had the right player next to him, we've talked about this loads. For France, he has Kante. Well, if he had Kante for Man United, you'd probably see Paul Pogba in a midfield too absolutely boss it, because he can get forward, it can allow him that creative freedom a little bit more, and Kante just provides us that little bit of extra security protected in front of the back line. That's what would happen. That's what happens with France. So we don't quite have that to the same level. We've got Fred, which means that Pogba, his strengths in that position are not as strong because he's not the best defending. I don't trust him to get back and do all the defensive duties that we need from a midfielder in that position, even if he's the more attack-minded of the midfield too. He still has to have some defensive duties, and I don't trust him necessarily to do that. But if we did have a proper CDM, then I could trust him to do that, I think. And I think that would be the answer here. Not only, if we signed a true CDM, not only would we get a better option in that position, but I think it would also give us a player there who would be freed up more in that midfield, and then that would free up the other positions. Because right now we're playing Pogba on the left-hand side. You know, and I like that. I think he's good there, but it does seem like he's a little bit wasted a little bit. Sometimes he's not as involved in the games as we'd like. I think he's one of those players. I mean, you kind of just have to let him do what he wants to do really over on that position. Take away some of the defensive duties as well and just let him be an attacking force there. That I can understand why Solskjaer's doing that. But if we actually analyse the midfield, there's a reason Pogba is being played there and not in the middle, because we don't have the right partner for Paul Pogba to provide him the abilities to be that sort of playmaker or creative box-to-box player in the midfield. We don't have the right CDM, which is a big shame, man. We should have addressed it in the summer, shouldn't we? Anyway, there's 79 of you legends in here right now. Thank you so much for joining us. Get involved with your thoughts and opinions as we go along. It's a fully interactive show. I will jump in and out of the comments as we go through and get your thoughts and opinions in. But there's the lineup. Anyway, sorry, I didn't finish the lineup, did I? I just went on a little tangent rant about the bloody midfield duo. McFred, it's absolutely gastastic, mate. You know, like if you go into McDonald's and you can order like something that's off the special menu that's not on the actual menu, like a McGangbang or something, you can go and order a McGangbang. Crikey, I wonder what a McFred is. Probably a shit sandwich. Anyway, it's really not a very good combination in midfield, that's all I'm saying. It's just not very potent. It doesn't give us what we need. Anyway, Pogba on the left. I think you'll probably see Pogba playing on the left-hand side again because he's been good there. Bruno in the CAM role. He's just Bruno Fernandes. He has to play. He's got to play. Sancho over on the right-hand side. I think he's going to give Sancho a chance on the right. Pogba's available on the left. Okay, Greenwood's around. Greenwood, I think, maybe didn't have the best of games last time out. Perhaps a little bit selfish. I liked his confidence and I liked his directness, but I thought maybe just a little bit selfish. And then, you know, Sancho might be playing on a familiar right-hand side to him. He's been played mostly on the left-hand side by Ollie since he's been here, and I think that's his best position. Sancho needs minutes. He didn't come on in the game against Villarreal. He didn't start, and he didn't come on as a sub, so he should be fresh to go against Villarreal tomorrow, and I think he'll play him on the right. Just a little hunch that I've got that he'll start on the right-hand side. And then Cristiano Ronaldo up top basically picks himself, doesn't he? I mean, you have got Cavani, you have got Marcio, you have got Greenwood. We've got a lot of options there, but it's Cristiano Ronaldo. And he is the GOAT, the Portuguese GOAT. And if he wants to play, he's going to play. He has been pictured training ahead of the game. So let me just move this over here, back here for a second. You know, training ahead of the game, as have a lot of the other lads. Oh, sorry, that's an old one. Paul Pogba won up West Ham fans. Get in there. That's an old one. This one here, right, lads and lasses. So just a picture from training today. And it is, you know, Cavani's there. That's Cavani on the left. You can make out El Matadore. Anyway, the point is, Cavani's available for selection as well. I want to ask you then, lads and lasses, who do we start in the game up top there? I mean, I think I know what you guys are going to say, but Cavani or Ronaldo? Or does Solskjaer, or both, is what I'm going to ask you. Cavani, Ronaldo, or both? And then what I want to ask you after that is, how does Solskjaer get both of these guys into the team at the same time? How does Solskjaer get both of these guys in the team at the same time? Because it seems like if you've got Cavani and Ronaldo at your disposal, you should probably try and get them both in the team because they're world-class players. If you look at the sort of formation that we're playing under Ole Gunnar, it doesn't really lend itself to Ronaldo or Cavani starting at the same time, in all honesty. What could happen, I suppose, there's a few theories that I've heard bandied around, and I don't really like any of them, which is that you could play... CR7 says Shazad, CR7 says fire up. Yeah, there's a theory going around that you could play Ronaldo in a wide position, like let's just say where Pogba is right now, and then play Cavani up top. I don't like that, guys. That's BS, man. You want Ronaldo in the box, being dangerous, getting on the end of things with his movement, and you know, just being a complete menace in the danger zone with his heading ability as well. And you just want him on the end of things. Although he is very good creatively as well, and he's still got legs, and he still gets about, and he's still mobile, and he can still create and whip a ball in and probably score from the left. He's 36, man, and, you know, those days are diminishing, and I think we just need to manage him a bit better. He needs to play more of a, an efficient role at the top of the pitch there, where he's conserving his energy more throughout a game, and he just comes alive in those moments. When those balls are played in behind, when those balls are coming in, he just comes alive in those moments. But he needs to, other than that, just chill out and just stay rested pretty much, and just obviously you want to keep the movement sharp, but he doesn't have to have, I don't want him to have any role in the team other than standing up there and scoring the goals, to be perfectly honest with you guys. Now, Cavani is such an exceptional player, it seems a waste to not have him in the team as well. But how do you get him in there? Do you play Cavani on the right, like in this sort of system, I mean, you could do. He's done it in the past for PSG and Uruguay, but for me, it's not his best position either, and he's getting on in years as well. His best position's also up top. So that just means if you're going to see Ronaldo and Cavani on the pitch together, in my opinion, you have to play a system with two up front. Now, what system could that be? I mean, I don't know. I mean, Patrick O'Neill's come in here and said 4-1-3-2. You see, now that could work brilliantly. You've got your back four, you've got a holding DM, and then you have a three across the, like we do now, but just a little bit deeper, I suppose, with a holding DM. And then you have two strikers. I mean, it's quite an interesting idea, a 4-4-3-1-2 with Bruno in the hole, stuff like that. But then, you don't really utilise wingers then. You'd have Pogba and Bruno in midfield, which does sound excellent, to be fair. And they're both very mobile, and they could create and get in those wide areas and get balls in and stuff. So it could actually really lend itself well to us if we played like a 4-3-1-2 or something like that. Bruno in behind the two strikers with, three in midfield. You've got a defensive player, Pogba and Bruno. But hey, look, it sounds good in theory, but can it actually happen on paper? You've got a lot of defensive duties in the midfield there from those three players if you were to play that formation. And I don't know about those three players to be able to do it. I mean, Bruno gets back and works his socks off. Pogba, not so much. And then there's Fred. It depends which Fred or Matic or whoever it is there. Are they good enough to do the job? Good old 4-4-2, says Rushmano. Yeah, Batman says someone said 4-4-2. I like your style. 4-4-2. Hey, get in there. We're going Mike Bassett style, mate. I like it. 4-4-2 is a great formation for Manchester United historically as well. We haven't played it for a long time. Not many teams play it these days in the Premier League. And I guess we could definitely play a variation of it, though. 4-4-2, you've got what? Bruno and Pogba in the midfield. With two wingers either side. You're talking on the right, maybe that could be Sancho. On the left, maybe that could be Rashford right now. Or if you're talking about players fit right now, Sancho on the left, Greenwood on the right, maybe. And then you look at the strikers, Cavani and Ronaldo playing up top together. It doesn't get much better than that, really. I mean, Cavani and Ronaldo playing a two up top just sounds amazing. You just get balls into those guys. They've both got insane movement. I envisage Cavani being the player that's dropping deeper out of those two players as well, and sort of, holding the ball up, bringing others into play, creating things as well, but also getting on the end of it. And Ronaldo, of course, being the sort of main focus number 9, finishing things off. Like, that does sound absolutely mangasmic, doesn't it? Does sound absolutely mangasmic, Cavani and Ronaldo up top. Ellie has become a member of the Sausage Soldiers. Get in there, Ellie. Thank you so much for upgrading your membership there, you absolute legendess. Guys, let's get some love hearts in the live chat for Ellie. Thank you so much for upgrading your membership of the channel. And also, hashtag get well soon, Ellie, everybody in the live chat. I hope you're feeling better, Ellie. Much love. Thank you so much for becoming a channel member. Guys, get your favourite channel member emojis in there to welcome Ellie's membership there. You legend. Thank you so much. Rushmano says we got 57 likes on the stream. That's awesome. You know what, though? We can do better than that. Let's smash 100 on it. If you're just joining us, guys, leave a cheeky little thumbs up button. It's free to do. If it's your first time here, smash that subscribe button. I think we've hit 45,000 subscribers, by the way, lads and lasses. Come on. Get in there, my son. Let's get a cheeky little hashtag 45k, baby. Dana, 45 Gs, baby. Yeah, we have actually hit 45,000 subscribers. Thank you, everyone who's been subscribed and who's new to the channel or is old. Old people on the channel, such as Ellie. Not saying physically old, just saying you've been here a long time, Part of the furniture. Guys, thank you so much for that, Ellie. Nice one. You're an absolute legend. Right then, so that's the team lineup that I think Solskjaer's going to go with. It's not the team lineup I want to go with. I would love to see us go bold and change the formation. Maybe a 4-3-3. Maybe a 4-4-2. As we've discussed, the chances of getting Ronaldo and Cavani into the team at the same time would just be so awesome to watch. Is this the right game to experiment in like that? I mean, probably not. Because we need to, we need to be on it. We need to make sure we are well versed, well drilled at what we're doing and take the game to Villarreal and beat them well. Because this is a huge must-win game for Ole Gunnar Solskjaer. Make no mistake about that. He has to win this. I mean, he's not going to get sacked if he doesn't win this. It's not a must-win game. But in terms of what it means, the pressure and just a chance at a bit of revenge, bit of confidence. Would be a big confidence booster for Solskjaer to get one over on Emery, beat Villarreal, and also get us back on track. Because fact is, if we only pick up a point in this game tomorrow, we God forbid, lose the game, then 2 games gone in the Champions League, 4 left to play, 0 points or 1 point. It wouldn't be looking very good, in all honesty. And yeah, we'd still be expected, in my opinion, even if we lost tomorrow, we'd still be expected to progress from the group. But the pressure would be on massively. And I don't think Solskjaer needs any added pressure right now. He just needs to deliver in the Champions League, get us into the latter stages, out of the group stage, and focus on the league, really. I think maybe the Carabao Cup, that was kind of a blessing in disguise in the end, just a few less fixtures to contend with throughout the season. Focus on the Cups, the FA Cup, the Champions League, and of course focus on that Premier League, baby, because that is what could save Solskjaer's job. If he has a strong finish in the Premier League, doesn't necessarily have to win it, even if he doesn't win anything else. I mean, I know we've all talked about needing trophies, but if he has a good run in those cups, doesn't necessarily win them. Let's say he gets to the semi-finals of the Champions League and he loses the final of the FA Cup. Yeah, everyone will be saying, oh, he's shit, and oh, we can't win a trophy, all the same, you know. But if he finished second in the league and we've only just lost it, we've just been pipped to the title, it's been a really good season because we've been in everything that we're still currently in, right into the end pretty much, then that could keep him his job. He does need a trophy, but as long as we have a strong Premier League campaign and do well in all the other competitions, I could see him staying regardless of winning a trophy or not, to be honest with you. That's just my opinion. You might disagree with that, but I think that overall the Glazers are sort of happy with him. They're looking at the bigger pitch here. They're not just looking to chop and change so quickly, and they can see some progress that's taking place. I don't really want to get into the Oli out debate. I've opened up a can of worms here, but you know, that's just my thoughts on it. I think this is must win for Oli. Not really must win, but near enough must win for what it means. Just think about the vitriol and the reaction from the fan base if Villarreal to beat Manchester United tomorrow night. I don't even want to think about it, man. It was stressful enough dealing with all the Oli out brigade last time for the Aston Villa game. So if we don't get the result against Villarreal, the Oli outers are going to be out in force. Solskjaer's job's going to have just extra added pressure immediately. There's going to be extra pressure on the next Champions League game as well, because if he doesn't perform and win and get us out of this group, then it could be on his way out. I mean, the facts are the facts, guys. You look at it, we didn't get out of the group last season. Maybe we weren't good enough last year. I don't think we would have gone on and had a run in the Champions League anyway last season. So going into the Europa, we nearly won it, only lost on pens. Maybe that's the best thing that can happen. But this season, he's got the squad. He's got the players. He's got the all-time leading goal scorer in the competition. He's got some wicked players. He's spent a lot of money. Like, he has to get out of the group. Like, if he doesn't get out of the group, then, you know, it could be curtains for him sooner than we all think, in all honesty. He has to get out of this Champions League group with this squad of players. There's no excuses. You can't have Ronaldo playing in the fucking Europa League and stuff, guys. So, yeah, it's pressure time for Ole Gunnar Solskjaer anyway, lads and lasses. Let me get rid of that. So we can see the live chat again here. Let me jump into the live chat for a few minutes before I get into any other stuff. We have got some Man United news and other stuff to cover. Get your thoughts and opinions in. If you're just joining us, looks like Ronaldo's going to start at the top there. Maguire's out injured for a few weeks, so he won't be playing tomorrow. Lindelof and Varane are expected to start as centre-back. Right, I'll just get into the comments for a few minutes, guys, and then I'll jump back onto the rest of the preview. But thanks everyone who's joining us. Absolute legends. Over 100 of you legends in here. Thanks for getting involved. Smash the like, smash the subscribe, and get involved in the comments section. Oh, hell yeah. So then, Nathan Best says, if anything you got for a diamond, big issue at the minute is missing the likes of Rashford as well. Hey, that's a very good point as well, yeah. Okay, I'm going to get a poll on the go. I'm just going to ask you this. Do you think Ollie sticks with 4-2-3-1? Yes or no for this game? Get your thoughts in. My vote is yes. I think he will. Unfortunately, it seems like Solskjaer's pretty set in his ways. He has played a diamond, you know, in midfield before to some good effect. I remember a game against Leipzig last season where we did that. We did well. He has played, you know, 3 at the back a bunch of times as well to good effect in the past. Usually when we're coming up against strong teams, we need to counter-attack against. But in terms of like offensive performances, when we're the team that needs to go at it and take the game to opposition, I don't really think that he has much of a different game plan when it comes to formation. He'll probably just stick with the 4-2-3-1. I'd love to see a 4-3-3. I'd even love to see a 4-4-2, just something different. 4-4-2 with you know, Cavani and Ronaldo up top could be amazing with the current set of players that we've got. And you could make it as attacking or as defensive as you want that sort of a 4-4-2, because it is just two banks of four, right? But essentially you can have, you know, one of those central midfielders being box to box, the other one being more defensive. You can have your wingers more advanced up the pitch. You can have it almost so it's like a 4-2-2-2. So depending on the team you're playing against, you can actually tailor the 4-4-2 to be a defensive system or an offensive system, which I like. And we have the right personnel in this side for that sort of formation. But he's not going to do it, guys. He's not going to do it. He's not going to change things up and play the 4-4-2. I don't think so at this stage. Not against Villarreal anyway. Maybe he might have a cheeky little experimentation in a game against, I don't know, one of the lesser teams in the Prem or in a cup game or something and try a 4-4-2. But I just don't think that this is the right game and he's not going to do it. I think he's too set in his ways with that 4-2-3-1. Hey, Fiker Cod, I missed you, man. I know you remember me. Yes, I do, Fiker Cod. How are you doing? Great to see you back. How's it going? Thank you very much for getting your thoughts. And how you been? How you been? Irfan Kadili says Van der Beek has to play more. I've not even put Van der Beek in my starting 11 for tomorrow, even though he should play. Like, he absolutely should play. Based on form, who's a better midfielder at the moment? I mean, we haven't even seen that much from Van der Beek, and that's the correct answer. Because we have seen a lot from this season, and he's been bang averagely gas-tastically shite. McTominay has been pretty hit or miss as well, in all honesty. Like, not that impressive. Not as ropey as Fred, I would say, but certainly not that much better either. So I would definitely like to see Donny and Matic. If we're going to play two in midfield, I would go with Donny and Matic. Donny, what I like about him, he's not shy of a tackle. He's going to get stuck in. He's going to slide in there. He's not afraid of a tackle. We've seen that from his performances, his brief performances recently. He's not afraid of that. He's a great passer of the ball. He can tick things over. He's comfortable on it. When he gets it, he's not giving it away like Fred. He's not giving it away like Fred. So I don't understand Ollie's obsession with McFred, why Van der Beek cannot get in there. As far as I'm concerned, Donny should be absolutely starting in that game tomorrow. But I just don't think Solskjaer's going to select him there, guys, because he just doesn't seem to like him. He hasn't selected him hardly at all. Even in the last Champions League game where he started him, he took him off at half-time after a good display and didn't reward him in the next game with a start either. So Donny is, I don't know, surplus to requirements in Solskjaer's mind, or maybe he's just too much of a backup. Maybe Solskjaer does think, look, Donny is there in case Bruno gets injured. Maybe that's his thinking. And that probably is Donny's best position, is in that CAM role. But we've got Bruno Fernandes, we've got Paul Pogba, we've got all these other players, so Donny's not playing there. Maybe if Bruno was out injured for a few weeks, you'd see Donny in the team as a shoo-in in the CAM role. It's possible. But maybe Solskjaer just doesn't like him in a midfield too, because he doesn't think he's physical enough, or I don't know, quick enough, or whatever it may be. But I certainly do not like Fred and McTominay in that position on their own there. You know, maybe if you had the right player next to them to complement the other, then that would be possible to get one of them in there. But as a combination, as a duo, it's gas-tastic, guys. So I agree with you. What does Donny have to do to get in the team? It's kind of ridiculous. 91 Vance says, you are better than most pundits, mate. Well, thank you very much, 91 Vance. I appreciate it. I'm just a fan of Man United, mate, who likes talking COD on the internet. But I appreciate you, man. Thank you so much. Razan says, Fred out and Van der Beek in. Yeah, well, I think most people would agree with you there, guys. I think most people would agree with you. We've seen Fred this season be proven inconsistent, not performing to the levels that he should, and just costing Manchester United some bad opportunities in games with his sloppy passing. We know his passing is absolutely rough, man. I mean, he's got the distribution of Stevie Wonder, let's be honest. He's kind of good at what he does, like being a terrier, winning it back, but he's let down by his distribution. That is what I would say about him. If he had even a good level of passing, he'd probably be one of the best central defensive midfielders in the league. Honestly, because he actually does win it back. He does work his socks off. He works and works and works. He's basically Kante without the substance. He's Kante without the quality. He's Ante. You know what I mean? He's Ante-Kante. He's the opposite. Well, no, he's not the opposite, but he's basically Kante without the ability on the ball, you know? So he is very, very good because he's got energy for days. He runs around and he's good defensively. But he breaks down distribution-wise, which is why you can't rely on a player like him. Anyway, Stevie Wonder would play better than Fred, says Batman Night Fan. I just called to say, get out my team. CR7 have come to the manager, says Irfan Kadini. What do you mean? What do you mean? Glory to United. Get in there, poisonous nut. Thank you very much. Hopefully we do get the job done. Claire Baylor says, still can't believe Fred is Brazilian. Yeah, it's a strange one, isn't it? You know, if you'd heard that he was from Macclesfield, you'd probably put two and two together. But no, yeah, to find that he's from Brazil, he's not traditionally, you know, a Brazilian technical player, is he? But he is in the Brazil side. It's funny, a lot of people don't rate Fred, and they say Fred is championship level. You know, that's fair enough. I mean, I definitely don't think he's Man United level. But he gets in the Brazil team. Like, supposedly, I didn't really watch it, but supposedly he had a great Copa America for them, was good for them, you know. Like, what's that all about? Like, he's obviously good enough for Brazil, one of the greatest footballing nations, but he's shit for Manchester United. It really does bug me that. It seems to be the case for a lot of players. Paul Pogba's another one internationally. Maybe it's because of the players around him complimenting him also, and also the standard in South America generally. If you're Brazil anyway, you're expected to basically be better than everybody anyway. So, you know, he has got a slight advantage there with Brazil, maybe. That probably complements him a bit. But, yeah, just... Oh, yes, Rushmano, yes, some Kessie links. So he says, I think Kessie is a real option for us. Yes, Kessie is a player that's been linked with Manchester United, and I think if you look at what he sort of does, somebody who is box-to-box, who can defend, who's athletic, who can score goals and create as well, you know, he's exactly what we should be looking at, definitely. We've got a lot of question marks hanging over Paul Pogba right now as well. We don't know exactly what's going on contract-wise with him. I think he'll get signed up, but yeah, I'm expecting us to do some sort of maybe January movement in for a midfielder. But this is United we're talking about. We should have done the same last year when we were top of the league, and we didn't. So it wouldn't come as to no surprise if we didn't actually sign anybody in Jan and we just waited again until next summer. Warlord says, Fred, Brazil captain 2022 World Cup, man, respect to the guy. Mamacini says, no wonder Argentina beat them. Precisely, and I know it's not a classic side, is it? Whichever way you look at it. I mean, you think of some of the brilliant Brazil midfields over the years, and, you know, Fred doesn't really get look into any of those all-time Brazil 11s. Let's just be brutally honest now. He's not an elite level player, even for Brazil. I think he's a workhorse, and that's kind of good. Brazil needs players like that, I'm sure. Just like England needs players like that, and Man United needs players like that. You need players that aren't necessarily the most inspirational or technically gifted, but what they provide you is with sheer hard work. But you do need a good level of technical ability, I think. And I think if you look at Fred's level of technical ability, it ain't good enough for United. Voidy says, hey, I'm a new subscriber. Like what you're doing, bro. Thank you very much, Voidy. Valid. Yeah, I don't know if I said that right, actually. Maybe not. Thank you for subscribing, man. I appreciate you. If you're new, do as the legend there, Voidy has done, and get yourself subscribed to the channel. It's free to do so. Claire Bader says, Ollie will probably buy Kessie and leave him on the bench, LOL. Oh, no. Donny van der Bench is getting stitched right up. He needs a game. Janice comments and says, I think Kessie will adapt faster in the Premier League standards more than anyone. Yeah, could be, because he's very, physical and quick, which is going to help him, I think. A City PSG be a decent watch along. I know it's a Man United channel. I know, I was thinking about that, Albrog, but I'm not going to, mate. I could give it to us. I'll probably stick it on, but I'm not really going to do a watch along for it. You know, I don't want to watch the oil Classico, mate, to be honest. That, you know, anyway, or whatever is on. I can't remember. I'm not interested. Oil Classico, says Shazad Ahmed. I know. I could watch it, but I'm not going to, but I'm not going to do a watch along for it. Anyway, let me get into the rest of the news. We have got some more Manchester United news to get into. I'm going to jump back into the comments in a minute. But for now, so Neville has obviously come out and said that, United aren't really a good enough team to sort of win. And Solskjaer's responded to Gary Neville by basically just saying the pressure is a privilege. So Gary Neville basically said that given the backing the Norwegian has had in the summer, United, have to claim a trophy by the end of the season. And Solskjaer, said that the pressure is a privilege. He said to work in this environment, you have to embrace that pressure. If he says we have to win a trophy, well, yes, I've been backed. And the backing I have got says to me, we are sticking to our plan, but we are in a results business. Expectations have improved with our signings. We are here to win. I am here to win. Don't think twice about that. Gary knows that. So, Solskjaer knows the position that he's in. He has to perform. He's got to get us hopefully a trophy this season. He says we have an obligation at this club to win, and an obligation to win here in a certain style. Sometimes that is risky and you lose one or two games, but we'll get there. Okay, fair enough. But All right, well, I would actually like, fair enough, if we are going to lose games, I'd actually like to see us play it in a fucking proper attacking go-to gung-ho style then if you're going to lose some. Not play shy and still lose. But anyway, enough about that. He says, my focus is always winning the next game, short-term and long-term on squad building to keep improving winning. So my focus is winning this game and getting back on track. As we didn't start well enough in the competition, then we focused on the league again from Thursday morning, a position where we are still up there, a point behind leaders Liverpool, which he's right about. You know, we haven't had a bad start to the Premier League overall. We're still only a point behind the leaders. It's just a shame that we bottled it against Villa because we could have been 2 points top of the table here if we'd have won that game against Villa, which we should have done. So yeah, you could look at it that way. We're only a point behind Liverpool. I look at it the other way. We should be 2 points at least ahead of Liverpool. That's the way I look at it, because we should have won that game. We weren't good enough. So Maguire and Shaw, just so you know, probably won't feature in the game tomorrow. Maguire got injured. Luke Shaw obviously came off in the game as well against Villa. So, you know, Maguire's out for a few weeks, guys. Just to let you know, if you're just getting in here, that's the sort of big team news. What else have I got here? Okay, so in terms of the form, right? So the form for Villarreal, the sort of situation they're in right now, just to give you a bit of information about that. So Villarreal extended their unbeaten record across all competitions to 7 matches when they played out a goalless draw against Spanish giants Real Madrid last weekend. Unai Emery's side have now drawn 5 of their opening 6 La Liga matches. Only Bundesliga outfit Eintracht Frankfurt have drawn as many games at this stage of the season in Europe's top 5 leagues. So what it tells you about Villarreal, their current form, is that they're very hard to beat, but maybe they're just very defensive and they don't really go for it. They're not looking to necessarily take the game to you. Certainly being the away team at Old Trafford tomorrow, I expect them to sit back and just try and hit us and hurt us on the counter. And you look at their form, you look at their current situation with how they've been playing. I mean, you know, drew with Real Madrid last weekend. You know, you look at the La Liga opening matches. They played 6, then they've drawn 5 of them, I think, and won the other one. They're undefeated in 7 games across all competitions this season, you know, so far. So you have to look at them and go, wow, yeah, I mean, they're a serious side. They're going to be tough to beat. It's on United to work them out. And this is what I worry about United, because whenever we have the emphasis to be that attacking team and actually take the game to the likes of Villarreal or a team that's coming to Old Trafford that we should be capable of beating and capable of smashing up, really, we struggle when we can't do it. It's when we're on the road. You look at our away record, it's amazing. When we're on the road, when we can be more counter-attacking, that's when we tend to really do well. But Solskjaer's got to work this out. We have to learn how to play on the offensive. There's no excuse for it. I mean, I look at Klopp's Liverpool the first few seasons he was here. They weren't getting the results overall to finish up there high in the league, but they were winning all these games in good style. They were scoring a lot of goals and attacking teams, and that's what United should be doing, really, when we're the offensive side. I know you do have to get the results and you can't just go gung-ho, but we have to work out a way to play with these players. Maybe Solskjaer is setting them up attacking, but the tactics are not working. There is a coaching staff here at the club that's responsible for how we're playing as well. Everybody needs to step up their game. You can't look at the last couple of performances and say that's anywhere near the level of acceptability for Man United. We need much better movement in the final third, much better just attacking intent, but not just intent. The intent was there in the last game. Quality, attacking quality. The final products of the balls has to be better. The movement has to be better. The service to the likes of Cristiano has got to be on point. We've got to be better. We have to work better as a team. We have to work better tactically and individually as well. They have to do better because they were shit last time as individuals, as a team, as a collective, in any which way you look at it. So we have to do a lot better in the game against Villarreal tomorrow, guys. And I feel like Solskjaer's going to do that. I feel like he's going to set us up super attacking in terms of the mentality. I mean, he's going to go 4-2-3-1, so we're not going to be that attacking, but the mentality of the players, you know, get those holding midfielders doing the defending, get the back line solid, and just let the attackers go riot, get the ball to them and let the rest happen. You got Ronaldo up there. You got Sancho. Bruno Fernandes. Just let them create. Get the ball to them. I think we always overcomplicate things at Man United. You know, I think we just keep it bloody simple. Keep it simple. Play direct stuff. Get it wide. Get it into the danger zone. Get those 50-50 balls in behind the defence for the likes of Ronaldo to run onto with his movement. Get those balls in the area. But also, you know, you look at sometimes how we play, it's too slow, it's too methodical. Sometimes I see an opportunity where there is a chance for a cross in and, you know, we just turn back, pass it in. Or, you know, even worse, you look at the game last time out against Villa, you're getting in these great positions where there could be a simple, nice pass on, a cross into Ronaldo, a cross into the box. And they're all just shooting all over the place, And there's not really any attacking quality there. We need better quality. We need more intelligence in that final third to be able to think, yeah, you know, let's actually, you know, create. Let's actually get it to the main man up top there. Let's not just, you know, be wasteful with our chances when we get them, like we were in the game against Villa, just shooting from everywhere. The balls in weren't good enough. The intent was there, but the attacking quality was not good enough. So it's not just about having intent and wanting to do it. You've also got to be able to do it. Surely we got the players to be able to do it. Anyway. Hey, thank you. We've got a super chat here from the K Cadet. Thank you so much. I'm so sorry I missed that. It was a while ago. He says, stop the negativity and get behind the team and Ollie. Thank you so much, K Cadet. Let's get a cheeky little hashtag Ollie in the live chat, lads and lasses. Go on. You know it makes sense. Hey, we're nearly at 100 likes on the stream as well, everyone. Do us a big favour. Smash the thumbs up button if you haven't done so yet. Also, give it a share on social media. Help us get a couple more people in here if you want. And if you're new to the channel, make sure you are smashing the subscribe button. Click the wee little bell icon as well, the one that looks like Luis Suarez's face. And that'll give you a notification when we post and go live on these videos, which is every single day. We'll be back tomorrow, of course, doing the watch along for the Man United game. And I'll also be back tonight with a FIFA video also. Sorry there wasn't any content on the channel yesterday from me, guys. I did intend to do some, but I've just been having some back issues and sleep issues. And I just basically fell asleep early last night and melted because I haven't slept well. My back's been playing me up, but it's getting a bit better. It's not as stiff today and it doesn't hurt as much. So, you know, hopefully I'm on the mend is what I'm saying. So, yes, but just last couple of days I've had a few bad back issues. Right then, so I think that's pretty much all I need to cover here. We will be at home, so just in case you didn't know, we will be at home. Oh, this is what I was going to ask you. So, Maguire is out injured. He's out injured for a few weeks. Who's going to be our captain, guys? Who is the captain of Manchester United? Let's go. I'm going to get it into poll up in the live chat real quick. You know my answer, but I'm just going to get a little cheeky poll up, see what you guys think. 79% of people, by the way, think that Solskjaer is going to stick with a 4-2-3-1 formation. Thanks everyone who had the vote there. So everyone's not got very much faith in Solskjaer that he's willing to change and mix things up. He's just, you know, set in his ways. We all think he probably will go with the 4-2-3-1. I'd love it if he surprised us. I really would. Right, so who is captain? Is what I'm going to ask you in the live chat, everybody. So get your names in now, but I'm also just going to create a poll. CR7 says Kayam. Bruno says the Vutinator. So I see it. I see there only really being, if you ask me, I think there's only really 3 candidates. There's Ronaldo. There's Bruno. Actually, there's 4 candidates. There's De Gea. I guess there's 5 candidates. There's Varane. And there's also, I'm going to put as the 4th candidate, Pogba. So those are probably the 4 main candidates for me. Ronaldo, Bruno, De Gea and Pogba. I could see any one of those guys taking the armband off of Maguire, seeing as he's out for a few weeks. But I think the one I would go with would be Cristiano Ronaldo, guys. Yeah, Cristiano Ronaldo. He's the one with the you know, experience at Manchester United previously of winning things. His experience everywhere, winning things is unbelievable. Just the biggest name, the biggest star in world football. Plus, he's probably the best leader. If you're actually talking about like having shown leadership in the past, dragging teams forward, being an influential player in the team, and leading by example, and just being a leader, then Ronaldo is that man. He is a full-on leader. That's what he does. He literally has led a nation for nearly 20 years, this guy. Like, he is a leader. So I do think that he would be an ideal candidate. If you give him that armband, man, if you didn't have Ronaldo trying 169% already, crikey, you are going to afterwards because, man, I mean, just give him that armband and watch him lead and watch he's already rallying the troops. He's already, you know, psyching people up. Thank you, King Mashy, for subscribing to the channel. I appreciate you, Mr. Mashy. Nice one. Get in there. Norfolk Pyro says CR7. Paul Porter says CR7. Indianitis says the GOAT Phil Jones. I wonder if when he's ever going to make another appearance for Man United, right? In a proper game. I wonder if he ever will. Fred for captain, says Warlord. I mean, he's a great citizen, isn't he? But the things I do feel for him, he's had bad knee injuries and stuff, very bad ones. I get it. But, you know, it's a shame. He had all the potential to win at one point, but now he's not getting it, is he? Fred is gash, says Connor. Has to be Bruno Shorty, says Rushmano. Interesting. Well, Bruno Fernandes as well, if you look at who actually deserves to be captain right now. Well, for the last 2 years, he's been our best player. He's also been our best leader for the last 2 years. Even though Maguire has actually been the captain, we all know Bruno's been more of a leader in the team for us, more of a catalyst making things happen as well. And I know Maguire's a defender, he's not going to be able to do that, but I just mean like leadership, actually dragging the team, actually shepherding the troops as well, and rallying the troops and all that sort of thing. I see him doing that a lot. Anyway, so I think Bruno Fernandes is a great shout as well, Rushy, to be captain. I'd probably give it one of the Portuguese lads, but you look at the seniority there. There is a seniority with Ronaldo and even Bruno. Bruno's been here in the second spell longer, but overall, Ronaldo's been at the club a lot longer than Bruno. Plus, you look at their roles in the Portugal national team. I mean, Ronaldo's the leader, isn't he? Ronaldo's the leader. Ronaldo's the pen taker. He's also the candlestick maker. He does whatever the fuck he wants. You know, the double champ does whatever the fuck he wants. Ronaldo literally is the leader of Portugal. So, I don't know if you could even give the captaincy to Bruno there, because Ronaldo's just, you know, he is the Portuguese leader in the team. You know. Thank you very much, FIFA Bros. I appreciate you, my man. Says, congrats on 45k, smashing it. Get in there, my son. Hashtag 45k, baby. Dana. 45Gs, baby. Thank you so much, but I appreciate you. Professor Love for me says, De Gea for his first pen save in eons. Yeah, he got one the other day, didn't he? I think it was like nearly 10 years or something ridiculous in the league anyway. Yes, there will be FIFA later, Janice Farackless. I'm not 100% what I'm going to do yet, because the Champions League is on, and I know people are going to be watching that until like 10 o'clock. So I might just do an Ultimate Team stream tonight, or I might do a career mode. I'm not too sure. But keep a lookout. I will do something later. I will do something tonight. Probably be an Ultimate Team stream. We'll get back at career mode tomorrow, just before the United game or something. I don't know. My back issues have scuppered my plans over the last few days. I wanted to do a career mode pretty much every single day. Obviously, with the new FIFA just coming out, I usually get bang on the career mode, but my back's been too shite to sit in this chair for an extended period of time. So there you go. Thank you, everyone. Okay, we smashed 100 likes on the stream. That is absolutely sensational. I'm going to stick around for a few more minutes and read a few more of your comments out. So get your thoughts and opinions in now about anything we've discussed in this video. Who would you like to see captain in this side? Who do you think is going to start, etc.? Your midfield selection, whatever. Anything you'd like to talk about, get your thoughts, and I'll stick around for a few more minutes, lads and lasses. Have your say. But yes, we've got 100 likes on the stream. Thanks, everyone, for mashing the thumbs up. Career mode, baby, says Social99. Ultimate team, please, says Adil Abid. Career mode, says Flying Pigs fan. Thank you so much. Janice says ultimate team, Piggy, I prefer. It's a split, isn't it? We've done this before, 50-50 pretty much. But I think I'll just do the ultimate team tonight, because I think the career mode's maybe better a bit earlier on in the day. You know? I don't know. It's okay, so Rushmano, get in there, you absolute handsome bastard, mate. Would you look at that? 22 months. You what, mate? Dude. I think that's the longest one so far that I've seen, actually. I remember Ruddy having 21 months. Primot having 21 months. I'm guessing, I don't know, 22 months you've been a member of this channel. Fucking hell, Rushmano. Thank you very much for being a member of this channel for 22 months. That's nearly 2 years that Rushy has supported this channel by being a channel member. Thank you so much, my friend. Honestly, that's bloody amazing. Guys, can we get some love hearts in there for Rushmano for being an amazing supporter of this channel? Honestly, that is amazing. He says, Bruno must be the captain, but David De Gea is a shout. Last time he spoke out, he got stripped of the armband. Yes. Ooh. Thing is, I think De Gea is a great candidate for captain, because he is one of the most senior players in the side. In fact, if you look at all the current starting players that are in the side, he's the one that's been here the longest. You know, he's had a decade at this football club, David De Gea, and that commands respect. And he's, you know, a good leader, I guess. But I don't like goalkeepers being captains, to be fair. You know, I used to be a goalkeeper. I don't think it's good for me to be a captain. Yeah, you can shout and you can marshal your defence and stuff, but you can't influence the game or lead the game as much as, say, a central midfielder. You know, in my opinion, I think a midfielder is probably the ideal captain, like a Brian Robson or something. Or, you know, a centre-back is a great captain as well. You know, they can see everything in front of them. They're in the pitch. They can communicate with everybody on the pitch a little bit easier. So, yeah, I think that those positions make the best strikers. I don't even necessarily like Ronaldo or the forward. Sorry, captains. I mean, I don't even necessarily like the striker being a captain, but I just think because it's Ronaldo, because he's literally the GOAT, it just makes perfect sense to have him have the captaincy. Ultimate Team Mode says Jason Adams. Aaron says, or 2 GTA. Am I streaming tonight? Yes, I am streaming tonight, my friend. Absolutely. Phil Jones watching on says, Big God Bob. Oh, man. Nathan Buckley, what time is FIFA tonight, Piggy? FIFA tonight is going to, I'm not too sure, mate. It's going to be after the Champions League, maybe 10 or 11. Not too sure, mate. Keep a lookout, though. We'll definitely be doing a cheeky little bit of chat of FIFA later on. Bring in the bacon, Rashi says Professor Love for me. And we can't wait till Rashford's back, bro. That's what we've been missing. We have missed him. I think we've missed him more so because Sancho's come in and he's had a bit of a shaky start. I still think he's going to be great. He needs time to adapt and bed in and all that jazz. But it's not like he's been amazing, is it? So I think we've felt the loss of Rashford a bit more than we would have done if Sancho had come in and hit the ground running. Hey, goodbye, Jonathan Gallagher. He's got to go to football. Have a great time at football, Johnny Gallagher. Thanks for getting in, bud. Score some goals. Tento Cisco says GDMU. Issa Watson says Bruno. Right, I haven't even asked you guys. I need to ask you this. I haven't even asked you, and I haven't even told you my opinion yet. Score predictions, lads and lasses. Score predictions. So for the game tomorrow, I mean, I was feeling a little bit, what's the word, rambunctious yesterday. And I said to somebody, 4-0. But I'm not feeling 4-0 today, guys, I must admit, because we've got some injury issues. Dallo is probably going to be playing at right back, and also Tellez is probably going to be playing at left back. That has taken our defence, in my opinion, from being defensively really sound to being offensively good, but defensively just a little bit more vulnerable, a lot more vulnerable. Tellez is not as good as defensively as Luke Shaw. Dallo is not as good defensively as Wan-Bissaka. So, and then we're mixing up the centre-back pairing a little bit by probably having Lindelof and Varane in there. It could mean we're going to concede. I think we could concede tomorrow because the wing-backs that we've got, although, yeah, they can do a defensive job, they're more offensive-minded wing-backs, right? And because we don't have those defenders in there, maybe we'll be a bit vulnerable sometimes. We could make a mistake. We could concede. So I think we're going to concede now, guys, but I do think we're going to win the game. I don't think we're going to score a ridiculous amount of goals. Villarreal, we've just proven, we've looked at their form. They've drawn 6 out of their 7 games this season. They're unbeaten in their last 7 games in all competitions, including a 0-0 draw with Real Madrid at the weekend. So they're no mugs. They're hard to break down. They're hard to beat. So I don't see us going out there and scoring 4 goals or battering them, to be honest. I think we're going to win 2-1. 2-1. They're going to score. We're going to score 2. Ronaldo's going to get a brace. 2-1. There you go. 3 points in the bank. Jobs are good. And that's what I'm going for. Liverpool watch along Steve places. Stephen, never. Kayam says 1-1. The Futanasa says 2-0. Hey, G-Wolf United, Yoski, are you, my friend? Much love to you, G-Wolf. Thank you very much for getting in here, bud. Connor says 1-1. Flying Pig United fan says 1-1 or 3-1. Vincent Bullock, how you doing, buddy? Says 4-0. 2-1 says G-Wolf United. Get in there. I like it, like your style. Hey, we got a cheeky little Gungshi super chat. Get in there, Gungshi. Thank you so much. Good to see you in here, bud. That means you cannot sleep, though, which whenever I see Gungshi at this time, I go, oh, shit. Isn't it like fucking 4 a.m. or something in Taiwan? Bloody hell, Gungshi. Or even 6 a.m. He says, congratulations on reaching 45k, Pig. Get in there, my son. Hope your back pain eases up soon. Thank you, Gungshi. He says, let's smash up those Villarreal melts tomorrow. My loins are sensing a cheeky 2-0 victory. Love it. Thank you for the prediction, and thank you so much for the super chat, Gungshi. Can we get some watermelon sugar highs in there? And love hearts for Don Gungshilioni, Consigliere Gungshilioni over in Taiwan. Much love, Gungshi. Thank you, bud. And yeah, my back is getting a bit better, but I need to go and get it looked at, really, man. It just seems to be a recurring thing. I went 6 months without it going, and I thought we were over it. You were over it. And then it's done the same thing again a few days ago. It's a nightmare. Not as bad. Definitely not as bad, but still, it's gone. So, yeah, thank you, Gungers. Yeah, hopefully we'll smash up for the Real tomorrow and put Ed Emery in that Dracula coffin. Oh, that sounded a bit wrong. I don't mean kill the guy. I just mean tuck him in at bed at night because he is a vampire. That's what I mean. Solskjaer 2-1 will drive a stake through his heart. 2-1 says Solskjaer, get in there. Shazad says 2-1 to United. Norfolk Pirates says 4-0 to United because why not? I love your style. Aidan McDonald says 2-1. Guys, thanks for your predictions. Mamasini says 2-0 sounds good to me. Where do I sign? 1-1 says Flying Pig United fan 67. The Gaming Simp says 3-1. 3-1 would be absolutely succulent. I would like that, to be fair. Can he go wrong with that? Yeah. So I think most people are feeling the win. A few people think we're going to draw. If you look at Villarreal's recent results, they are a drawing team. They draw a lot of games, man. They've drawn a lot of games. They're undefeated this season, I think, in all competitions, and they've drawn 6 out of 7. I think that's right. Maybe they have been beaten in something, but I think that's basically accurate. Arsenal for Life says, don't you United fans think we'll slow down the progress of players around him? He will slow down the players around him. Who are you talking about now? Sorry, my man. Who do you mean? Sorry, I missed something there. I think the players will be up for this, says Rushmano. 2-0 to United. It will be tough, though. They are no mugs. Spot on, Rushy. Yeah, it's spot on. Like we say, they're so hard to beat. They've drawn so many games. Like even Real last season, 0-0. You know, it's a tough it's a tough team to break down and beat. Thank you, Gung. She says love to all the PP Legiondos in the house. He has fallen us with his smile, says Lou Man. Villarreal will park the buses at United. Would love a clean sheet, says Rushmano. Just go over to the cupboard and rip the one off your bed, Rushy, and put a new one. Oh, I see what you mean. Stephen Zevon says 4-2. You're insane, says Jackie Taylor. Thank you. Jiwa says, you what? Where am I going? I don't know. I thought you were going. I'm glad you're not, though, mate. Eddie O2, you Legion. I've seen you in here all night. Sorry. Have I only just said hello to the legend Eddie O2? Sorry, Eddie. I've seen you in here as well. Eddie, thank you for watching and getting involved with the stream, bud. And also, great show yesterday. Can we get some love hearts in there for Eddie, man? And G Wolf and Nathan Best, man. Doing bits with their preview. They did a fan preview show yesterday. And smash a 1 if you watched that and enjoyed it, lads and lasses. They're going to be doing some more stuff on the channel. You know, they'll probably be featured on the channel, you know, once or twice a week with some fan reaction. I'll get on with them sometimes as well when I can. So just trying to bring more content on the channel, more varied content, a few more different personalities. And also it's nice to put some faces to the names of the legends that have supported this channel for all these years. So obviously I've built up a community of legends here, to be honest, of friends that that I speak to quite regularly in regards to, you know, not just United, but life, in all honesty, you know, help each other through lockdown, etc. I've definitely built up a lot of great relationships because of this channel. And it's just nice for everybody else to get involved as well and see some of these long-time legends, some of the mods, some of everybody else that, you know, gets involved with the channel and see who's actually watching, you know what I'm saying? I did mention you. Oh, thank you, Eddie. Okay, I've just got a sieve of a brain. Ronaldo to Arsenal says added number 1. Hey, Social 99, what's good? I'm not doing the PSG Man City game. No, I'm not doing that, Arsenal Manic. I know, listen, this is a Man United channel, and I don't really want to do... sometimes I will jump on and watch those types of games, so I'm not going to rule it out. Sometimes I will, but tonight I'm not going to. So I'm not going to. But anyway, I mean, I think that pretty much does it for the preview, guys. I mean, if you've got any final thoughts, quickly get them in. But yeah, that pretty much does it. So we'll probably line up with this lineup tomorrow. I've got it up on the screen here. Probably a little bit negative, I think, with the formation and also the midfield. But I think Solskjaer's going to go with that. We all know he should be playing Donny and Matic at this stage in the middle, probably, if he's going to go with this formation. But I don't think he will. I think he'll stick with McFred. So that's the lineup I'm predicting as well. There you go. Right. Hey, Gilmore Far says, hi, Mr. Piggy. Much love from Cape Town, South Africa. Totally love your show. Thank you so much there, Gilmore. Much love. We got a lot of legends watching from South Africa, bro. I really appreciate getting. You're an absolute bloody legend there watching from South Africa. Do us a favour and smash that like button. Thank you so much, Gilmore 4. Gianna says, we must not leave them have the control of the game. Their midfielders are quality. We need to make them play our way. Yes, we need to attack the hell out of them, don't we? That's what we need to do. Illy United, what's going on? Abdul Rahman Ali, hello. He says, Ronaldo should be captain. He's already a Man United legend. When he first left, inspirational, exemplary work ethic on and off the field, led Portugal into their not-so-strong era to Euros and Nations League. I agree with you, yeah. Not even a strong era of Portugal players during that time that he actually led them to those victories. I'd agree with you. Now, they've got great talents, but just a few years ago. They were a little bit patchy, weren't they? So just to do what he did with that generation of Portugal players just goes to show you what a leader he is. Very good comment, Abder. Thank you. Arsenal for life. PSG going to destroy Oil City. I mean, I hope so, to be honest. I hope so. I mean, I hate them both, but obviously City are the noisy neighbour scum. Yes, absolutely. Gungshi says, big up to Nathan and G-Wolf. Absolutely. They bossed it, man. Absolutely bossed it. Yagyam07 says, who would you prefer, Zizou or Conte, if Oli is relieved of his duties? I mean, I guess if he was relieved of his duties and I had to choose one of those two that you just mentioned, I'd probably go with Baldy Zidane. Even though he's only proven at sort of one club, I'll probably go with him. Because I just think Conte's maybe a bit negative, bit defensive style for us. I just don't really like him, mate. I don't really fucking like the guy. Sorry, he just, you know, don't like him, mate. Eugene Tandakuni says, hope they don't play the same as they did against West Ham. Oh, I guess you mean Villa, do you? Ronaldo to take penalty, says Pacer. Luman says, we're expecting trophies with someone who sees that we fans don't see him, McFred. Oh, well, yeah, we probably can't do it with that midfield. I think we need more. Guys, I'm going to wrap this video up. Thank you so much for tuning in. No, Kayam, the Super League should absolutely bloody not happen, mate. Guys, I'm going to wrap this video up. Thanks for getting in. Please do us a favour before you go. Drop a like, hit that subscribe button. Check out the social media accounts as well. Flying Pig United on Instagram, Facebook and Twitter. Do give us a follow up on there if you want. And also check out the website, unitedflyinghigh.com. Should be links in the description and all that good stuff. But thank you to each and every one of you guys that has watched. Do us a massive favour before you guys, I say, mash the like, mash the subscribe, all that stuff. I'm actually going to do a raid here real quick. Let me do a raid real quick. Oh, no, it's finished. Okay, never mind. I was going to raid Berber's stream, but I don't think he's live anymore. I think he's finished. Never mind. Okay. Never mind. Anyway, thanks so much, everybody, for tuning in. I think that's... is G-Wolf live? I just like to help out the community, you see here, guys. He's not live, no. But he's almost about to go live, so I'm going to put it in the live chat anyway. So here we go, guys. Go and raid G-Wolf United. He's starting in a bit. He's doing some sort of Rocket League stream or something. Share the love. Go over there and smash a thumbs up on it at the very least. Thanks for watching, lads and lasses. I'll see you on the next one. Come back after this video's finished. Have your say in the not live comment section. Get your thoughts and opinions in about the game tomorrow. Always love to see your score predictions and your team lineup predictions in the comment section. So do come back after this is finished and get your thoughts in. Anyway, guys, I'll see you a bit later on for FIFA action. Take it easy. This is the Pig. Thank you for watching. Much love to you all. Grazie. And have a good one. Come on, United. We've got to smash up and sink that yellow submarine tomorrow, baby. We've got to say good evening to Mr. Unai Emery. Tuck him in and send him off to sleep, my friend. That's what we need to do. Hey, good night then, guys. Mamasini, legend, take it easy. Have a vote before you go as well on the poll, which I'm going to end now. Rush Mano, great show. Thank you so much. Big God Bob as well. Berber, Arsenal for life. The Vutinator, everybody else as well. Much love. Thank you so much for watching. Okay, I'm going to go now. Bye, guys. Have a great evening. And come on, United. Let's be having you. Where are you? When the seagulls follow the trawler. As this is because they think sardines will be thrown into the sea. Thank you very much. So 1-0 to PSG. So